A major shift inside the British royal circle is making headlines today, and it centers around Prince Edward, the Duke of Edinburgh, and a decision that could quietly reshape the legacy of one of the most respected royal institutions. In a move that many royal watchers did not expect, Prince Edward has reportedly taken steps to transfer the management and oversight of the Duke of Edinburgh Legacy Trust away from Queen Camilla. For decades, the Duke of Edinburgh name has carried enormous weight. It represents service, youth development, leadership, and the enduring legacy of Prince Philip. So when changes happen around institutions connected to that legacy, people immediately pay attention. The question now circulating among royal observers is simple. Why did Prince Edward make this decision? And what does it mean for the future of the trust? Let's break down what's happening, why it matters, and what this move could signal inside the modern royal family. The Duke of Edinburgh Legacy Trust was created to preserve and expand the values Prince Philip championed throughout his life. Most famously, those values live through the Duke of Edinburgh Award Program, which has helped millions of young people around the world develop leadership skills, confidence, and resilience. Prince Philip believed strongly that young people should challenge themselves physically, mentally, and socially. The award program he created became one of the largest youth development initiatives in the world. Today, it operates in more than 130 countries and continues to influence generations of young leaders. When Prince Philip passed away in 2021, attention quickly turned to who would carry that mission forward. Prince Edward, the youngest son of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, eventually inherited the title Duke of Edinburgh, and with it the responsibility of protecting and expanding his father's legacy. Many royal experts believed Edward was always the natural choice. Unlike some other members of the royal family, Edward had worked closely with Prince Philip on the Duke of Edinburgh award scheme for years. He understood the program from the inside and had developed a deep personal connection to its mission. However, in recent years, Queen Camilla has taken on a growing number of royal roles as the monarchy adjusts to a new era under King Charles III. Her influence within royal charitable structures has expanded, and she has become involved with numerous foundations and trusts linked to the royal household. This is where things begin to get complicated. According to royal insiders, the Duke of Edinburgh Legacy Trust had previously included a level of oversight or involvement connected to Camilla's broader charitable network. While this arrangement was initially presented as a way to strengthen cooperation across royal charities, some sources say it created overlapping authority and confusion over who ultimately guided the trust's strategic direction. Prince Edward is known within royal circles as someone who values structure, clarity, and loyalty to tradition. The Duke of Edinburgh Award Program is not just another charity to him. It is his father's life work. For Edward, protecting the integrity of that mission appears to be a top priority. Reports now suggest that Edward initiated a quiet restructuring of the trust governance, ensuring that the leadership and direction remain firmly tied to the Duke of Edinburgh family line and the organizations directly responsible for the global award program. In practical terms, that means moving administrative influence away from Camilla's sphere and placing it under a board structure aligned more closely with Edward and the International Duke of Edinburgh Award Foundation. Supporters of the decision say it simply restores the trust to its original purpose. They argue that Prince Philip designed the program to operate independently of palace politics, focusing solely on youth development and global outreach. Critics, however, see the move as a subtle sign of tension inside the royal structure. The British monarchy has been undergoing a major transition over the past few years. Queen Elizabeth II's passing marked the end of an era, and King Charles has been working to reshape the monarchy into what he calls a slimmed-down institution. That vision includes fewer working royals and a more streamlined system of patronages and charities. Within that environment, control over major charitable legacies carries symbolic weight. These organizations are not just philanthropic ventures. They represent influence, visibility, and the ability to shape the public image of the royal family. By asserting direct control over the Duke of Edinburgh Legacy Trust, Prince Edward may be signaling that some royal legacies should remain closely tied to the individuals and family lines that created them. Royal watchers have also pointed out something else about Edward's move. Unlike many dramatic royal developments that play out publicly, this one appears to have been handled quietly and professionally. There were no dramatic announcements or public disagreements. Instead, the restructuring reportedly took place through internal governance changes, board adjustments, and updated trust documentation. That approach reflects Edward's long-standing reputation within the royal family. He has often been described as one of the most low-key and hard-working royals. Someone who avoids the spotlight, but delivers steady results behind the scenes. For many observers, this decision reinforces the idea that Edward sees himself as a guardian of Prince Philip's legacy rather than a figure seeking personal attention. Another interesting aspect of this development is how it could affect the future direction of the Duke of Edinburgh award program worldwide. Over the last decade, the program has expanded rapidly in regions across Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. Millions of young participants are now involved in activities that encourage community service, outdoor challenges, skill development, and leadership training. With Edward consolidating leadership around the Legacy Trust, the program may see even greater global expansion. Some insiders believe Edward wants to focus heavily on strengthening partnerships in emerging regions where youth development initiatives can have a transformative impact. Africa in particular has become an important growth area for the award program, with increasing participation from schools and community organizations. By reinforcing the independence of the trust, Edward may be ensuring that the program remains flexible and globally focused rather than tied too closely to internal palace structures. As for Queen Camilla, sources close to the royal household suggest that the change should not be interpreted as a personal conflict. Camilla continues to support a wide range of charitable causes, particularly those focused on literacy, domestic abuse awareness, and community outreach. Her role within the monarchy remains firmly established alongside King Charles. Still, in the world of royal dynamics, even quiet decisions can carry symbolic meaning. Observers often read between the lines, looking for clues about shifting influence, evolving responsibilities, and the future direction of the institution. In this case, the message appears to be that Prince Edward is determined to safeguard the mission his father built. For supporters of the Duke of Edinburgh Award, that commitment may be exactly what the program needs as it moves into its next chapter. Prince Philip once said that the goal of the award was simple: help young people discover that they are capable of more than they ever imagined. That philosophy has guided the program for generations, inspiring millions of participants to push beyond their limits and contribute to their communities. Now, with Prince Edward taking decisive steps to protect the legacy trust behind that mission, it seems clear that the Duke of Edinburgh name will remain closely tied to the values Prince Philip championed throughout his life. Whether this move represents a strategic administrative adjustment or a deeper shift within royal charity structures, one thing is certain: the legacy of the Duke of Edinburgh remains a powerful force within the modern monarchy, and Prince Edward appears determined to ensure that legacy stays exactly where his father intended. Outro. Royal developments like this often happen quietly, but their impact can shape the future of royal institutions for years to come. Prince Edward's decision surrounding the Duke of Edinburgh Legacy Trust is already sparking conversation among royal watchers across the world. What do you think about this move? Was it simply about protecting Prince Philip's legacy, or could it signal deeper changes inside the royal family? Share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for more royal updates, breaking developments, and inside stories from the world of royalty and luxury lifestyle.